Also use the notch tool back here to add notches with precision. So let's say this is a cuff that has a length. Let's take a look at our lengths again in our edit pattern. Click on this, it says 7. Click on this length, it says 4. Let's imagine we have a cuff that is going to be folded over. So once it's finished, before sewing, it will be 2 inches by 2 inches. We need to first either create a point to split that, or we can add notches on both sides to indicate to the sewer where that piece would be folded in half. So in order to create those precision notches, go back to our notch tool, select that. You can see I'm clearly in my notch tool because I've got a notch for my cursor. I can go and hover along that line that's highlighted. I can see there's a red dot now. And while I'm hovering, I can right click and I would get a notch precision box. So I can select the lengths I would like for those two pieces, or I can split by length specifically, or I can select a uniform split. In this case, I do want a uniform split, but we can practice by splitting into 2 separate lines, each of which are 2. If you look at my box, you can see that my upper line here that is 1.966 inches long is highlighted in yellow, and the remaining is highlighted in blue. While you're clicking on these, you'll be able to change them specifically. So while you're looking at your precision notch box or any box where you have line lengths specified, you can be looking also at your pattern to see which lines are what color. And that's really critical. Sometimes it doesn't follow the same pattern. So I can put 2 into this box and it automatically populates with the rest of the segment length for your blue line. That's if you, and it'll also calculate the ratio for you. So if you wanted a different ratio, you could do that as well. So that's how you would do a notch with precision. And if I hit OK, I can see it's a very pale yellow there. You can see the notches there when I highlight it. I can then also, if I like, click on that and say add point to notch, which now creates a segment, although it didn't add it in exactly the right spot, I don't think, but we can check that by looking at edit pattern. Nope, it's good. Okay, so let's practice it again. I'm going to go back to my notch tool. I'm going to hover over my other line and I want to create a notch in the exact same location at 2 inches. I'll hover, 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 and then right click to bring up my precision box. This time you can see that since this is already split, I don't have the exact same lengths for my pieces. However, I do know that this blue section up here does need to be 2 inches to create the correct spacing. And I'm going to add my 2 inches to the blue line. You can see that it's not the same as it was before. And I can hit OK to place my notch. It is there. I'm going to highlight it, right click on it to add a point to that notch to make sure I have all the pieces correctly done. So that's how you do notches with precision.